Hello and welcome back to Game Time. I'm your host Jackie and I'm here today to talk to you about something very important. Have you ever gone to the casino but been so scared and so shy to play any games that you just spend the whole time in the lounge eating chicken fingers and waiting for your grandma to be done? Well, you don't have to do that anymore. I know casino games can be very intimidating, but we've got a brand new segment here on Game Time called Casino Games for Dodo Brains, because Dummies was already taken. So this is a segment where I teach you all about the scariest, most intimidating casino games so that you can feel confident going to the casino with your grandma and able to play all the games without feeling shy. Today we're going to start with craps. You've seen craps. This is what it looks like. A state-of-the-art craps table replica made by yours truly, me, Jackie, from poster board and markers. Craps consists of two parts. The first part is called the come out roll, because I guess you're coming out. I'm coming out to play craps. So the first person rolls on the come out roll and everyone's got their bets placed on the pass line. You can bet whatever you wish. 1 chip, 2 chips, 100 million chips, whatever you've got kicking around. If they roll a 7 or 11, everybody wins. They win as equal amount of chips as they wagered, 1-to-1. And it's cool because 7 and 11 is the most common things to roll, and it's the most common combination of numbers. So right now you've got the advantage over the casino. But if the person rolls a 2, a 3, or a 12, that's craps. And everybody loses and they say this, oh crap. That's why it's called craps. If you don't believe me, look it up. And if I was wrong, don't tell me about it because I don't want to know. But I know what you're asking at home. What if they roll something that's not a 7-11 or that's not a craps number 2, 3, or 12? Well, that's when it shifts into the second part of the craps game called the point. So if the roller rolls 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, now the object of craps here is the roller has to roll that number again. And people will only win if he rolls that number again. But here's where things get spooky, because if the roller rolls a 7 before they roll that number again, whatever number, then everybody loses again and everybody's so pissed. And then they find out where he lives and later they go and kill the roller at home, murder him in cold blood. Sounds pretty simple, right? Craps isn't that hard. But now I bet you're wondering, well, what the frig is all this other frizzle-frazzle on the table? What are all this other junk and all these names and labels and numbers and really good drawings of dice and all that done by me? Well, there's a bunch of other things that can happen during a craps game. This is called the don't pass bar, and it's like the opposite of the pass line. It's almost like the upside down of the pass line, like from Stranger Things. So if you put your chips there during the come out roll, then you win if craps numbers get rolled, 2, 3, or 12. And then you lose if 7 or 11 gets rolled. It's opposite. And that's a really crazy thing for you to do because during that time, the casino has the advantage over you. But if the game then switches into the point and you're playing up here, then you have the advantage. Get it? It's not that complicated, but it is also extremely complicated. This is called the field, so you can play this at any point during the game. And if you think, oh, guess what? I bet that the next dice that gets rolled are gonna add up to one of these numbers, and they do, then you get 1-to-1 odds on this. But if it's a 12, pays double your chips. If it's a 2, pays double your chips. And if you put it on here, the come place, I don't like how it's called that. Then if you bet here, that's like playing the game 1 inside of game 2. So you're like, put chips there, and then during this phase of the game, if a 7 or 11 is rolled, you win, and if a craps number is rolled, you lose. It's like, that's for people who can't make up their mind about what phase of the game they want to play. If you're not following this by now, you're dumb. And if you aren't following it, it's your fault, and it's not because I'm bad at explaining it. And then this part here is like the opposite of that part. So if you place that here, then you're playing game 1 within game 2, but you're playing it opposite, like the upside down from Stranger Things. So then you are betting that during this phase of the game, then this is 7-11 lose and craps numbers win. Oh my God, it's making me feel ill that it's so complex. And here is a thing called Big 6 and 8, and that's another bet you can do. These are all called side bets, okay? Keep up. And if you place your chips here, then you are saying that the next number that's gonna come up is a big 6, which means like one dice is 3, the other dice is 3. And if you bet here, you're gonna say that one dice is gonna be 4, the other dice is gonna be 4, adding up to 8. But that's a stupid bet to do because this is only 1-to-1 odds. That's dumb to do. Do you know why? Because over here in this area here, you could bet the same thing, see? 3 and 3 and 4 and 4, but that's 14-to-1 odds and 9-to-1 odds. So you gotta be the world's biggest friggin' stupid idiot to go over here and be razzled and dazzled by the pageantry of this curved decal instead of going here where you're smarter to do that. But here's another thing. This is all for suckers. All of this is for suckers here. These are so hard to get because I don't know why, but the magic of the universe dictates that it's hard to roll a dice that has both the same, like twin dice. That's hard. 3 and 3, 5 and 5, 2 and 2, 4 and 4. You know what I mean? According to the magic gods of dice rolling, that doesn't happen very often. So if you're gonna bet here, you better be feeling really lucky, or you better be on a huge roll, or a busty girl with a boobs showing out of her dress blew on the dice, so you probably would be lucky. And the whole time you're there screaming and fretting and sweating and betting all your money, and your grandma is probably there with you, just egging you on and getting you to spend all of your hard-earned money and betting all of your money for you and insisting that you drive her home when she's shit-faced. So that's how you play craps. And if I got anything wrong, and if you have any corrections, comment below, even though I'm pretty sure I got everything 1000% right. Join me next time on Casino Games for Dodo Brains here at Gametime. I've been your host, Jackie.